forged it using a series of precise and highly complex Netherese incantations. Then, I used it. As you know, the orb within me was the half-formed Karsite Weaver. Magic left incomplete by Karsus' self-destruction. I finished it.
I like Gale. I've always been a fan of Gale.
I turned it into a new form of magic, fused with my being, driven by my purpose. And then I put it to work. As expected, Mystra was unwilling to hand over the reins of the weave, so...
He killed her?
I've claimed dominion over another area which I've...
Oh my gosh.
Passing familiarity.
Wait, what?
Ambition.
What does the god of ambition offer his followers?
I offer them nothing. I inspire them to seize their destinies for themselves. Great as the heights I've reached thus far may be, I've not forgotten my humble origins. In fact, they're central to my doctrine. Those drawn to the Galarian Creed merely seek my guidance as the impressive, all-powerful being I've become.
What Olympian god
Ambition
isn't conceited?
Is about beginnings. It's not just about the heights, but the lows that preceded them. I was nothing. A drifting dust mote of a wizard, abandoned by my goddess, my powers lost, my reputation destroyed. And look at me now. I'm their proof.
His powers weren't really lost. You know what's crazy is that we actually managed to beat the game with him. And we only used him for like 15 minutes at the end of the game. That's crazy is what that is.
Anything is possible.
You know what? That was very motivating. I can become an entertainer. I'm gonna do it. But for real, what Olympian god isn't conceited? This Galarian magic of yours sounds intriguing. So, for example, if a sorcerer wished to unlock their true potential, wield unimaginable power, you might help with that? Let's do Galarian.
Ayo would prefer to let the cosmic dust settle from my unexpected ascension before considering my right to grant my followers such power. I'm sure it'll come around in a millennium or so. And by then, my creed will be something to reckon with.
I like Astarion. I think he's very attractive.
Scattered across the outer reaches of Thay, and rumors of a very prominent temple under construction in Arm. This is only the beginning.
Damn. Now that I think about it, everybody... Well, I mean, this is why we're having a second playthrough. And I've realized, as much as I didn't want to, you guys, like, I am going to make my next character... smokin'. It's just for what I need it to... For what I want to... For what we're going to try to do. Words. I feel like that kid. I was, What can I say, Gale?
I thought you would be. Now, divine as my company undoubtedly is, I have an eternity to catch up with you. A luxury few others at this party possess. Don't let me deprive them of your company, or mine, for that matter. It's not every day a newborn god shows up to the reunion.
I like his tattoo. I kind of want to get that chest tattoo, but I wouldn't get it on my chest. Maybe the center of my back. Clothing chest? Clothing. So it's just what? What?
I should stretch my wings again. Who knows what people are gossiping about?
I'm sorry. So tight. I'm confused. What does... How do you wear that? Guys, I'm sure. sounds so pretty. Hi, Kier. I miss you. Time to play Tav dress up? Fucking right. Okay. Straight up just underwear? Who wears a harness to bed? I ain't judging. I am just questioning. Hey, life gets busy. That is a-okay, friend. Okay, this... I'm kind of obsessed with this. Can we... Ah, shit. Do we like the black leather or do we like this? I like this. We're gonna wear this. I forgot how pretty my character was. Oh, I want to look like her. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. Do those match? Those kind of match. I can't scroll to the shoes. Man, Lae'zel's gonna be like, where are the clothes I brought you in? I'm gonna be like... A good boy does. I am curious to know what I'm just curious because, I mean, aren't you guys a little curious? I mean, I just want to see what they look like. Who runs around the game in that? Where was this when we were playing? Whoa. It's pretty, don't get me wrong. These are the same underwear. Oh, we can put purple underwear on though. I'm sorry to hear that, but I am happy to hear things are turning around and you're focusing on you. Clown what? How do we save this? Hey, look, it's clowns. Clowns wear. Oh. Oh, hold on. I'm obsessed with that, though. That works. Okay, okay, I'm done looking at the clothing. Exactly. Hi, Poppy.
Ah, my dear friend, it's been an age, has it not? You're looking very well indeed. Our
Merci.
skeletal friend will be very pleased to see I found my way here, despite my invitation getting lost in the post.
Okay.
Busy as ever. Better that than the reverse, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Every major publishing house on the Sword Coast has been vying for my upcoming book on the subject of our adventures together. I've gotten quite good at replicating your signature, so you needn't even bother with the release form.
That's crazy.
You might help me with the title, though. I'm considering The Hero and Me.
We did in the last stream, yeah. Oh, were you? I thought you were here for the last stream because we were walking around camp. I just discovered the clothing. The Hero and Me. What do you think? I love it, presuming I'm the hero.
That'd be telling, wouldn't it? But believe you me, my friend, not a word could have been written without you. Perhaps, once the manuscript is finished, you'd even be willing to write a foreword? Or better yet, I'll write a draft and you can just sign your name. Better still, I'll sign it for you. Your success
Why is he trying to
really has been
forge my
wonderful
signature?
for my reputation. But you mustn't let me hog your attention all night, my friend. You've many friends to chat to, and I'd love to listen in.
He's trying to get in on our listening. Okay, so we spoke to her. Are they dancing together? Because that's fucking adorable. Shadowheart and Will? I kind of ship that.
To your relief, your projection holds. It took a dozen Gish's talents, a few stolen psi crystals, and 10 days of effort to conjure it. You can touch, taste, and talk. But your fleshy body is in limbo, the home of the mystical Githzerai. Once the Githzerai were one with the Githyanki, until bloody civil war severed the Gith species. The Githzerai god king Menyar Ad Gith sent word through the cosmos. He knows of your rebellion, and he's agreed
Okay.
to parley. Should the Githzerai join you, you could vanquish Flakith in a red dragon's blink.
A great warrior of the comet walks among us. Well, a projection of her, at least. Ugh, probably
Magic.
for the best. I smell like a
Hi, Zen.
70-year-old cinder. Withers yanked me from Avernus with my blade halfway through a Cambion's belly.
Holy
without
shit.
so much as a chance at washing up.
Carly.
And you? I wager you and Lae'zel have cracked open more Kithraki heads than you could possibly count.
Yes. We could fill rivers with the blood we've spilled. And that, like, reminds me of that. After you say a statement like that, all I can think of is, like, Peter when he's being fancy from Family Guy. When he's like, yuck, 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 yuck. That's... we could fill rivers with all the blood we've spilled. Yuck, 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 yuck. When he's got the monocle. I'm going to say that.
Then you're right
Hi.
in your element. How you thrill in the Hell Hunt. Slaying fiends is electrifying. The demons I've disintegrated. The devilkin I've bled. The stories I've been itching to tell. I don't suppose you'd indulge me.
With what? A tale of battle told by the legendary blade of Avernus. I'm all ears.
Yes, but just the one. Or I'll be yammering all night.
Shadow and
You want to hear about the
pedantic.
Amnitsu at the Styx? The three-tusked Orthon? Or the
When
invading
everybody's
Gore
shocked. Do you know
Destroyer?
what that means? You want to hear about the... Ooh, at the Styx, the three-tusked... Let's listen to the three-tusked...
Word travels fast when a devil crosses the Delambir Vale near Daggerford. It had traveled a hell rift to a long-forsaken shrine. Luckily, the trail it
Forever,
scorched
Cure.
into the frontiers was hard to miss. It led to an isle of cracked rock in Avernus, floating amid a molten sea. The Orthon stood heaving, breath like brimstone and ash. And then it charged, splitting the ground with every thud so fast it left a trail of smoke. I could barely nick it, not with a blade, not with an arrow. It was the War Devil's weight that proved its own undoing. The third charge it made, I struck the rock with hail of thorns. The ground split apart the moment the beast stomped onto it. The Orthon slowly sunk, howling into the magma beneath. I let two of its tusks sink with it. The third I sliced free and presented to the first Duke of Daggerford, a rare trophy to grace his walls.
Okay, so he's been fighting his own battles. Okay. Wish I'd been there to see it play out.
I wish you'd been there to join in. Oh, to battle together, just like the old days. I suppose that's my way of saying I miss you. Tonight, I toast not just the people we've become,
They had whole lives.
but the people we were. Warriors, winners, saviors.
I've missed traveling
I've
with you.
missed you too. The rush of battles we fought, the heart-to-hearts, the nights around the fire, the comfort of knowing I didn't face the unknown alone. If I had to do it all over again, and I'd rather not, to be clear. I can't imagine not having you at my side.
I'm trying really hard to keep it together, but like just the fact that this is over is killing me.
I've seen him more than a few times, and he's as proud of me as I am of him. He's leading the city's renewal, opened the gates to all newcomers, rebuilt the council from scratch. And he's back in his element, commanding the Flaming Fist with brave heart and no shortage of empathy. The likes of Gortash can bend people's minds with a few chosen words. No tadpole needed. Bane's Chosen primed the Fist for a war they weren't meant to win. He convinced them there was an assassin hiding in every shadow, that cruelty was the correct answer to crisis. With a few exceptions, fathers pardoned every last Fist. If my forgiveness not be Tyr's will, so be it. I shall forgive them all the same. His words, not mine. He still believes in the bow and the blade, but with Floric's help, he's teaching the Fist a new lesson. Valor is found not in the wounds you inflict, but in the lives that you have bettered. May they all take it to heart.
I love that. Noodle, we recruited Will. Pre-Goblin Camp.
I won't lie. Losing the Eldritch Blasts and the Hexes took some getting used to. Nothing but void, where once there was hellfire. So I stoked new fires in myself using the lessons my father once taught me. The Blade of Avernus is a ranger, a hunter of the most hellish prey.
God, I want that outfit. Okay, can we normalize walking around in those outfits? Also, but it's not the same, Casey. You know what I mean? It's not the same. What do you want?
The night's young. You shouldn't waste a moment of it. Or waste a single drop of wine for that matter. I plan on downing half a bottle myself. Oops. Did I say half a bottle? I meant half a dozen.
Selena had the fattest crush on Will. Aw, pupper. Hey.
Something strange in your old friend's mouth. What is it?
Best boy.
Scratch barks merrily in something like agreement. He seems excited in a way you recognize. He wants you to throw the object he's dropped. But it isn't a ball. It's
We should
the
take-
astral prism.
We should take him with us.
He whines. Let's talk. More throw.
Come here, boy. Come here, little baby. Look at him. Oh, this is the best. Best. Best boy. Okay. What other adventuring do we have to do?
I wonder if I can get this from my own cellar.
Is that someone's shoes? I'm just adventuring around trying to... Oh, it's Wedge! Oh, baby. He's so precious. Who else do we have? A whole chicken? Cheese. Should we drink something? Is there a drink around here? Can I still get drunk? Climb on? That's crazy. Mermaid whiskey.
Bag of holding.
Whoops. What's this do? I am wasted. Of grateful words? Stop. Noodle, we forgot to help Halsin, though. To the hero of the realms.
He knows his wine. Or resurrected an excellent sommelier.
A beautiful night. I wish it could last forever.
Why are they all talking over me right now? This is crazy. Okay, anyway. To the hero of the realms. We have followed your adventure closely from the day you fell from that doomed nautiloid to the final blow you struck the nether brain as it loomed over the Sword Coast. We are but a humble guild who pride ourselves in telling stories, not unlike the tales to be written of you for many years to come. How inspired we have been to witness your feats, awesome and terrible, the lives you've saved and sundered, the friendships you've found. Thus, we thought to extend a greeting to thank you for adventuring with such creative determination. Such, I want to say Pinocchio, enough to touch the hearts of each of our number. Hey, you found your shoes? Where's the rest of you? Vanquisher of the Absolute, the city is forever in your debt, for without your valor, your audacity, your sacrifice, it would not know renewal. Your audacity. It is not temples and inns and homes that I speak of, but hearts. Baldur's Gate can never be the city it was before. It suffered the Absolute's touch, and that is as it should be. The survivors have borne witness to their homes near destruction. They have come to regret turning a blind eye to the cruelty Gortash disguised as safety and security, and they understand, just as I have come to understand, that trust, compassion, and unity are the foundation of Baldur's Gate. Our gates are open once more to the disowned and displaced. The Flaming Fist will learn to be true servants of the people, and I will devote myself to ridding the gate of the shameful fears that allowed evil to enter our homes and sit at our tables. Raven God. Hi, Shalako. Halsin. We should help him in our Dirge playthrough. But then also that doesn't make sense because it's supposed to be a bad playthrough. I don't know what we'll do. Maybe I'll just... I don't know what I'm gonna do. I was truly heartened to learn of your success in the fight against the Absolute. The whole of the Sword Coast and beyond owes you a debt that can never be repaid. I dearly wish I could have joined in your moment of celebration, but the shadow curse remains, and so my vigil must continue. Perhaps I shall yet discover a way to restore light to this place, but until then, the memories of my time traveling with you shall sustain me through all manner of hardships. If the Oak Father is kind, one day I shall feel the warmth of the sun and know the joys of your company once again. Oh my gosh, don't ever apologize for doing stuff. Hey you, it's Arabella. You remember me, right? Bone Man once said I needed to find balance, where creation meets ruin, where morning meets midnight, the root of all being, fancy talk. He was right though. After I touched that idol in the grove, it was like a big tree started to grow in my head, and all these weird thoughts and feelings and powers sprouted on its branches like big black leaves. I had to figure myself out, so I followed the weave like Bone Man said. I don't know how I knew what to do, I just did. After you squished the brain, Beardman showed up. Said the weave led him to me, and me to him. He's teaching me how to make sense of all those leaves on my head tree. He says I need to use magic responsibly. He also says not to call him Beardman. I'll let you know how it goes. So cute. Dear friend, I doubted you for so long. Perhaps you knew that already in spite of my best attempts. You proved yourself time and again at Joaquin's Rest, in Moonrise Towers, in Worm's Rock, and still I doubted. The Netherbrain's defeat should have proven your courage, yet I was more doubtful than ever. This was a ruse, a dream, a trick. And then one eve, from the elf song, I heard it, singing a raucous, lewd, tuneless, drunken refrain. I'd never heard anything more terrible and more beautiful. I raised my voice and joined the chorus. That was the moment all my doubts melted away and were replaced with something more valuable. Hope. Baldur's Gate will be whole again. I might have doubted you, but you never did. With profound admiration, Feloric. Oh my goodness, why is it so long? You recall the day we first met, my boy? Okay, whoa, hold on. You could have been no more than 8 summers old, clutching your mother's apron, eyebrows singed off by the fireball you'd unleashed into your neighbor's rosebush. You were crying because the flowers were so beautiful and you did not mean to destroy them. How kind, how eager, how brilliant you were, and yet so naive. You could not see that power so carelessly begrets destruction, but so too might your good nature be the guiding light by which your abilities might shape our world for the better. What happened to Raphael? Where is that child now, I wonder? Did he remain a Blackstaff nose buried in his books? Does he live within his mother's aging heart, weeping for those roses? Or is he within you still? Lost amongst the trappings of godhood you so casually adorn yourself with? Wherever he is, I hope he can forgive me. To him I promise I will not make the same mistakes again. Elminster. Alfira! Hello, friend. I'm sorry it's been so long, but I have the most amazing news. You know how Lacrissa was working insane hours at the Elfsong Tavern? Well, she woke me up one morning all excited and told me that she had a surprise for me. She took me to a house in the lower city that had a plaque hanging up outside it. Cool, Sensei. A plaque with your and Lihala's names on it, and School of Music beneath. I just burst into tears. I couldn't believe it. It's the cutest house you've ever seen, with a big open space downstairs and a small loft where we can sleep. Word spread, and before I knew it, I had room packed with trainee bards from Candlekeep to Waterdeep. Lacrissa had to quit the Elfsong to help out. I'm teaching night and day, and fall into bed utterly exhausted every night. And I've never been happier. Do come and visit sometime. We'd love to have you. Barkus. To whom it may concern, Withers gave me this address and said I could consider writing. Well, I considered it. Return address included. Best, Barkus. Barkus. Damon. Hello. I hope this finds you well, but I don't know how it can. I heard that Karlach died shortly after you defeated the Brain. Though I didn't know her half so well as you, she was unforgettable. I can't help but blame myself, wonder what more I could have done. Believe me, I won't be caught short again. I've made it my business to learn all I can about infernal metalwork, in case another Karlach should ever visit my forge. But then again, how could there be another? She was absolutely singular, with sympathy. Okay, way to bring the mood down, Damon. Dear Shadowheart. KofiBot is on it today. I hope that you are happy and well. I must keep this short as I remain surrounded by Shar's followers at almost every waking moment in my new enclave. I dearly wish for you to enjoy your night spent with old friends, and I hope that you and I shall share such a reunion. I know it must seem strange for me to dwell on such heretical thoughts, yet I cannot help myself. Perhaps one day I shall find some measure of the bravery that you did, and walk away from this life. Until then, I shall keep safe and hold memories of you as my one ember of light amid an ocean of darkness. Until we find each other again. Nocturne. Yeah, it hasn't been too bad. How's your day been, Shalako? We were just discussing the goals, because I put the goals in the announcements, and then just kind of chit-chatting, and we're just reading all these letters. We got one more. From who?
A beautiful night.
Salutations. I'm ready to request your help in a mysterious case that has arisen since our little Bali and Bash a half-year ago. Regrettably, I've had to take the credit for dispelling the Baal cult, in your absence, you understand, and am working on rooting the main Baalists from our fair city. This has made me a target. A false document bringing my name into ill repute has been made public. An alleged unpaid bar tab at the Elfsong. If you happen to be passing through with a bindle of coin, perhaps you can persuade management of my obvious innocence. Much obliged. Obliged. I wrangled Devella a posthumous promotion to Blaze Fountainhead. She deserved that at least. Whoa! Githyanki script. Whoa. Shalak. Orpheus may not be with us, but the comet shines ever bright. Breath by breath, battle by battle, Vlakith's death draws nearer. I have taken to the astral plane, slaughter all who must be slaughtered, and spread the air's truth to every possible ear, willing and unwilling. Many Githyanki have already taken up arms as warriors of the comet. Others have remained in their enclaves or traveled to creches, dedicating themselves to our cause as scribes, spies, and slate scholars. But our allies do not call themselves children of Gith. Zareth Menyar Ag-Ith, the Githzarai's god king, has requested an audience. There was a time I would have thought such a coalition unspeakable. But with the Githzari at our side, not even the full force of the Kithraki could stop us. If Vlakith is to fall, perhaps the two skies must again be made one. I respect that. Day was busy again. Standard Monday. Mondays? Yeah, I get that.
Let's see what this does.
Should probably consume this all.
Perhaps I should stretch my wings again. Who knows what people are gossiping about?
This is such a pretty camp. Hi, Sergio. It's the man. He should give me all my money back.
Thou feelst it still. She is not here. She who was the boldest. Hast thy thoughts been with brave Karlach often?
The world is so much worse for her being gone.
Correct. Not in planes material, elemental, nor transitive can her like be found. In but 10 days, an entire life was lived. More than mortal
I'm gonna cry.
years. Mortal centuries were hers. Thy band, thy bond, gave that life to her. Not like thou wert her kin. It was written in her heart. Surely thou knowest that. In the fugue plane, her soul burns so bright, it pains the gods to look upon.
Oh my god, that's so beautiful.
Recall that
Like,
in time, all changeth and all is rejoined. Thou shalt be with her again.
I want her back. I wonder why he can't bring her back.
What's up for discussion?
I don't know. I don't know who this is.
Oh, hello. me guess, you've got some suggestions about the music choice.
Hmm. You seem glum.
I find it hard to summon up the trademark pep these days.
Why?
You have no idea who I am, do you? I thought Withers might have set the stage a little.
How do you know Withers?
I owe him a favor, one he is eternally invoking. I thought honoring the worthy was a fair price to pay for Withers to pull me out of the fugue plane. Alas, one purgatory to another.
Hi, Anxious. Thank you for the lurk. What were you doing in the fugue plane?
Languishing in obscurity. Cyric knew what he was doing when he punished me for that song, the prick. Before I was banished to the fugue plane, I had song prayers coming out the proverbial ears. Guess how many I get now? None.
Musical prayers were once offered to Melil, Lord of Song, a minor deity whose worship faded after offending the trickster god Cyric.
I'm washed up, I'm afraid.
He just said he's washed.
You know. You're bloody right. It is an honor. Finally. The scribe picks an adventurer of substance, of
Aw,
culture.
we made his day.
What can I do you for? Fantastical news. Carry on I shall.
Okay, I actually liked that interaction. That was...
Good song, good company.
I'm glad for it. For this.
You think I can talk to her more?
This is nice. Yes. I think that's the right word for it.
God, I love her. Who are we missing? I don't think we're missing anyone. Of course, I'll try to be very podcasty for you. I guess we have to talk to him. I can't...
Yes.
I think I've caught up with
What
everyone.
indeed? Prick up thy ears and listen.
I don't want it to be over. I'm gonna throw up. I'm sad.
The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over. For now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself, but for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready, for thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving.
To the greatest friends I could dream of. To you.
To you.
it to be over, though. I don't want it to end. I'm so sad because it's just so good. I'm actually not okay.
We did it! We did it! We did it! Yay! Oishima, we did it! We went over the bridge and past Troya.
Oh my god. Okay, first of all, Baba, thank you for the biddies. Fire. Thank you for the freaking Dora. Frick. No, this is actually like one of my top 3 games. I think we should continue from an old save. I recommend the submarine. That's crazy. I couldn't let that sit. As much as I want to go back and do different endings, I think I'd rather just start a new playthrough. And then just we'll do different things as we go. I can't do this. I don't think I can, I don't think, yeah, I don't think I can go back because like it's just so perfect. I do find it funny how we killed the brain, like ignored Raphael and he just went away. We didn't even like fight him or nothing. And I low-key wanted to fight him. We came a long way. I think we only put like 200 hours into this first playthrough. Yep, Casey's like, yeah, she's crying again. It's just too good. This story was amazing. You can't tell me it was too good. What do we do? What do we do? That was a good freaking story. We had our moments. Right? Yeah, I liked how the ending was like, it was sad but good. I had that question actually on my most recent Patreon One Piece episode. I don't know what to do. I didn't expect to beat it in 45. I thought there was more. I thought we had more people to talk to. What do we do?
There thou
Oh my God.
art, the dead 3. Thy faces gods, thy actions barely worthy of the name. Didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed? Didst believe I would not notice? Thou soughtst to bolster thy strength by taking away the souls of mortals. But souls vanish when their hosts become mind flayers. Didst think the other gods would not notice? Gods thou may be, yet thou hast proven thyself fools, everyone. The supplication of Bane, the whimper of Baal, the death mule of Merkel. Felled by
He's literally talking shit.
mortals. I overestimated thee. They did not. Vermin, away. Thou wilt trouble us no more.
Oh my god, he's talking schmack! What? I
I owe
Oh
you
fuck.
a debt of gratitude. It is thanks to you that Gale, the wizard of Waterdeep, became Dekarios the Divine.
Yes, sir.
God of ambition.
What?
Without you, he would not have survived the appetites of the tadpole. It would have feasted on that impressive mind of his, and all of his talent would have been snuffed out forever. But mere survival was not enough. Not for Gale, and not for you. Saving your world from the gods and monsters that threatened it wasn't enough. Gale wanted more, and you encouraged him to ignore every sensible instinct, to ignore the lesson of Karsus's folly, and to reach for the heavens. You were the spark
Well.
that rekindled Gale's hubris, and set him on a course that will make Celestia quake.
Well, I don't think
I longed
I
for the
made him.
crown to satisfy my own ambitions, and I was furious that it had escaped me again. But I have assessed the situation.
I don't think it's fair to
pondered
blame me.
Every variable, plotted every possible course, and I have come to realize that this is for the best. In time, long after you're gone, Gale Dekarios will cause such division and chaos in these realms that even the lords of the hells will be aghast to see it. Ambition. Such a delicious sin for mortal kind to indulge in. Such a dreadful weapon for an immortal to wield. The gods will be sundered, and from their ruin, I will rise.
Whoa, I fucked up. Well, unless Gale kills him, which is a possibility. I mean, Raphael, honey, I'll be dead anyway, so it's all you, buddy. That was some... The irony of me asking about him, and then he just shows up. He was just like, whoa, is that my babe calling me? And he showed up. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, literally. I wouldn't say I pushed him in that direction. I was just not disagreeing with the words coming out of his mouth. I was just not disagreeing with him. I never said, do it. But I did not say, don't do it. See the difference? Do you see the difference? Do you see the difference? I didn't say do it. I didn't say don't. Puts up the green stop sign. You can't bring a mountain to you, but you could go to the mountain if you want to. Like, you know what I mean? Life is just like the train tracks, man. Just gotta keep following them. Frick. That was actually so cool. Also, like, I don't know why. Raphael just I'm pretty sure I can fix him. Positive. I'm positive I can fix him. You know so you know the merch that I'm working on? So I was thinking of doing a fun little, like, in the middle of the embroidery, it'll say, like, I can fix them. And then I was thinking of having it where, like, I'm gonna do an outline of, say, like, Raphael, or, like, Mazora, or, like, just, like, characters that we said we could fix. Just a fun idea. That Wither scene, the one him talking to the gods, was crazy, yeah. Maybe I should say I could fix them and then put all of their faces on it. Who would cop? What if I put all of the embroidered outline faces? So, like, you'd only know the faces based on, like, for example, the cyberpunk inspired one I did. Similar to that. So I'd only do, like line work of their faces and then, like, something to give a tell of who they are. But, like, if I did a couple of them, or just put it around the way it says, like, I can fix them, and then I'll just, like, have a couple. I don't know. There's definitely some ideas I could do here. But every problem character in this game is going on the t-shirt. If I start a new file... will it get rid of my story? How? Yeah, I do have a lot of old save files. Or, until we do that fire, we could do some Hades tonight, if you guys want. We could do some Hades. And then I'll back this up tomorrow. So then by Thursday, we could probably create our Dark Urge character if you guys would like. And then Friday night, I'm hoping to do 2 chapters of Life is Strange. Do you guys think that would be a good thing? I'm distraught. And I have to pee. What do you guys think? Does that sound good? Yeah? Have you guys ever... How many of you have played Hades? So basically what I'll do is I'll find out where the save files are. Yeah. I'm traumatized. Or I think you'll enjoy it. Have you ever seen it? No, it's the goal for the month. It's the monthly goal. The monthly goal, if we reach our sub goal, it's like, actually, we've got a shit ton of things this time around. If we reach the monthly, Hollow Knight's gonna be a weekend. Think I've seen... BG3 would be cool if you have crowd control on. Yeah, it is. Hades has crowd control. Do you want crowd control on for Hades? I can just add it. I can't imagine. Like, it's already so fucking difficult for me. I don't think I'll play it very long. We'll see. So I might as well add in crowd control because it fucking sucks. I already, like, this is like... So I can't do platformers, right? But there's something about this game as well that, like, oof. Hades, boom. It's right there. There's something about Hades that is also, like, so tragically difficult. Configure Hades. That's fair. Well, now that's the real question. Would you guys prefer crowd control Elden Ring right now? Tara's pre-raging? Absolutely I am. I know what it's like. Let's see the Hades effects. Boost God Gouge, Bow Swap. That fucking sucks. Deus Ex Machina. Drop Healing, drop Nectar. Fist Swap. Hello, world. Oh my god, spawn a Void Stone, spawn a Soul Catcher, spawn Meg. I'd actually... I hate Meg. She's the first boss. I can't make it past her. Let's hope this works. Let's see if this will launch it. Oh, we have one started. Bum, bum, bum.